700 anywhere. I have 600. Look for 700.
In Windsor.
700 and 800.
Welcome to the workday.
$800 anywhere. I have 700. Look for $800.
The staccato sounds of making sales.
I have 300. Look for 350.
And if you put more sights to those sounds,
450. Look for $500.
the visuals are profound.
$1,000 anywhere. I'm 12 years old.
250?
I have 250 and 275.
He's 12. Yeah.
I have 11. Look for 1,200.
As far as the antique business goes, I've never heard of a 12-year-old in the antique business selling things at auction.
Lot 25 is a mahogany tall clock who has $400 start us off.
At NATO's gallery,
10,000.
amongst the well-aged antiques,
$175 and $200.
there's a new kid on the auction block.
$200 anywhere.
And it seems 12-year-old Gavin Nadeau has the gift of the proverbial gavel.
Sold 900 too.
LA.
My Pepe, I just listened to him and I did what he does.
I have a $250 bid, 75 last call, 250.
He's a good auctioneer, so yeah.
Plays soccer, goes fishing, and then sells thousands of dollars in art and antiques.
A fourth-generation auctioneer from Farmington.
This was the rarer piece of the group.
The business of taking bids is in Gavin's blood.
Amazing piece.
Grandpa Ed Nadeau, a.k.a. Pepe, is president of his namesake auction house.
550 I have, looking for a 600.
Getting up in front of people is the hard part. I always try to get any of the grandkids up, and he's the one that wanted to go up at 7 or 8 years old. And then about a year and a half ago, I put him on the podium, and I just walked out of the room.
I have 21, look for 22,000.
He just took over and ran it.
450, look for $500.
Mild-mannered when not on the mic, Gavin's mom, Heather, says her seventh grader has a sixth sense for making sales.
This is how we make our living, and we're selling items for clients, so we have to be careful and we have to know what we're doing. Gavin has been practicing for years. He's been doing it for years, and he's really good.
I have 1,100, look for $1,200.
How cool is it that you're sort of billed as the youngest auctioneer in the country?
It's really cool. A lot of my friends think it's cool. It's enjoyable to be up on stage, and then I also like being part of the family business.
These days, most of his audience logs in online.
14.
Sometimes 3,000 or 4,000 people at a time.
15,000 or 14 and 15 and 16,000.
And at just over 80 pounds, it appears Gavin is carrying his weight.
I have 32.5, look for 35,000.
It was this Chinese porcelain lot that he especially handled with care.
37.5.
Yeah.
His rhythm helped him set a personal record.
Yeah.
And the bids kept coming.
I have 37.5, look for 40,000.
2 Chinese bowls and a Dukai, which is King Shi period.
$40,000 anywhere. Last call, 40,000 anywhere.
The bidding started at $2,000 and made its way up to $37,500.
Sold 37.5 too. 530.
Apparently, the kid has found a cadence.
$300 and 350.
And that's setting the tone for the future.
For 1,600. 16, look for 1,700.
I'm very proud of him. He's come a long way, and he's only 12, so it's amazing to watch.
18, look for 19,000. It's fun, and I like doing it, so I would like to do it when I'm older too. $450 and $500.
In Windsor,
$450, look for $500.
Jim Altman, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station. Dave is still swinging.
I lost my leg in a motorcycle accident.
John is still swinging.
All right. Oh, look at that. Come around. Right.
A bilateral below knee amputee. Let's see if we can make some contact with this ball.
And Keith?
I'm blind. I am indeed a blind golfer, yes.
Keith is still swinging.
That's a great shot.
I have a degenerative retinal disease, and it's been progressively getting worse and worse and worse.
At the Farms Country Club in Wallingford, no matter where the drives land.
A little better.
The day is all about drive.
This is the Ken Murphy Memorial Open, otherwise known as the KMMO. We have 24 adaptive golfers out on the course, and we've got people who have some type of physical disability or visual impairment out here playing against each other.
Organized by Gaylord Hospital Sports Association, it's their annual golf outing for adaptive athletes.
Listen, hit the pin. Go.
John Muller's prosthetics are carbon fiber. His 3-wood, That's graphite.
In this kind of environment with people who have to adapt and push forward every day, I mean, I'm inspired to watch, people who've also have physical disabilities come out here and compete because, you never lose that desire.
For Keith Guile, by the greens,
And nice putt. You made par on this hole.
there are only shades of gray.
I barely see the shine on the golf ball with my left eye.
But Keith insists he's just like us.
When asked, why would you pick up golf, my question to the person was, well, have you ever hit into the woods? And he said, yes. And have you ever hit into the stream? Yep. I said, I can do all that.
And for these players, making their rounds means they've come full circle. Because all of them are still swinging.
I tell everybody there's two types of amputees, the ones that never get out and the ones that never stop. I try to be the latter.
The best part of this for you?
Boom.
Having enough good shots to make you want to come back. And today I did that.
I will keep swinging until they take the clubs away from me.
In Wallingford,
It's good to hear that going every once in a while.
Jim Altman, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station. On the University of Hartford campus, freshman Gage Robertson
I believe this one was made in 1906.
has time on his side. Everywhere you look,
The escape wheel, the crutch, the strike side, time side.
in a TikTok world, 18-year-old Gage has turned back the clock.
I don't actually have TikTok, but oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, that took me a second.
He's more of an authentic TikToker.
I've never actually met someone my age who works on these.
Outside of class, the history major kills time by resurrecting it. Gage's operation? Antique clock restoration.
We had a family heirloom clock. It was it's a 1915 Sessions mantle clock. Looks very similar to these, and didn't work. We took it to Standish Clock and Watch Shop in West Hartford, and he fixed it, and I've just been hooked ever since.
Gage's side hustle might move slowly, but he says there's fulfillment in bringing century-old keepsakes up to speed.
I feel like it's kind of like a rescue mission whenever I get one of these clocks. That's a big aspect of it, is just preserving the history of the clock itself.
1800s?
Yeah, so this one was made in 1894, and the one over there was made in 1906. Because these are Connecticut made, I also feel like it's just a kind of a neat piece of heritage, you know?
The clients keep coming, and the hope is that staying on the clock will lead to a career after college.
The best part of restoring these clocks, just being able to bring them back to a caring, loving household. Being able to bring them back to a state where people can value them and care about them.
In West Hartford, Jim Altman, Fox 61 News.